The French Quarter, the oldest neighborhood in New Orleans. Bourbon Street, right in the center of it all. Welcome to this Sunday afternoon edition of the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. Thanks for joining us. We've got a chance now for our starting lineups from point guard to center. This game should be a good one. Hey guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Rajon Rondo?
Well, Rondo's one of the best defensive players in the league, guys, and it's because of those long arms. He has a 6'11 wingspan. He's incredibly fast, quick hands. So all he has to do is anticipate and just kind of get into the teeth of the offense, and you know he's going to force a lot of turnovers.
And in general, he's just the little things are the big things kind of player. A fantastic rebounder for a guard who is good for a handful of triple-doubles a season and knows where to be in any given situation. I love his poise and confidence out there.
So for the Celtics, their last game a win against Phoenix. And guys, it could have gone either way. Nearly won that one by 2.
Yeah, it didn't seem to be much of a challenge for them in that game. It seemed like they scored at will. Not much defense that they were facing.
Yep, they had the defense on its heels early the entire game, and actually nearly the entire game, and no matter what unit was out there, it looked like a mismatch to me.
And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. Hugh passes to Davis, and he drops it in from the low post. Bradley with the ball. He's coming off a 13-point game against Phoenix. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Brad Stevens and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He said that one player he's really wary of is Anthony Davis, adding he can impact the game in so many ways. Defense, shot blocking, rebounding, and scoring. He's still adding muscle, and we've got to capitalize on that strength advantage at both ends. Kevin, that's the MO for any young player. We'll see how he stands up to it.
And thank you for that, Doris.
Yeah, good call there. You could tell he was moving into the defender when he tried to set the screen.
Yeah, lowered that shoulder, dipped right into him, too. I mean, he was going to be called on that foul either way.
Now here's Gordon. 9 points last game. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Well, for those of you who've been sleeping or under a rock for the last few years, Anthony Davis, the #1 pick of the 2012 NBA draft, is 6'10" with a 7'6" wingspan. The all-time NCAA freshman record holder for blocks in the season and a potential superstar big man in the NBA.
Brandon Bass is checked in for the Celtics. Now here's Wallace. He had 16 points in the win against Phoenix. Back to Bradley. The pass to Bass. Sinks the 15-footer. Bass has got his first basket of the night. And for Davis, outstanding in the NBA from day one.
Yeah, defensively, an elite shot blocker and rebounder, and offensively, very talented as a ball handler and finisher. He just needs to get stronger. And as he grows, as he matures, I think Davis will be a perennial all-star.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Bass dishes to Rondo. Outside Bradley. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Bradley's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Hugh passes to Gordon. Pulls up on the wing, and the basket good. Austin's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. The dish now to Humphries. Wallace outside. Celtics passing it around. Shot clock at 6. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Take a look at the Heat. Very strong season they've had, always at or near the top of the conference, and right now they're in first place in contention for that, exactly where they want to be as they close in on the postseason. And, of course, there's the Celtics. Quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
Well, looking at Boston, you know, it has not been the kind of season they had mapped out for themselves. Their sights were definitely set a little higher than what they've achieved.
Well, it's not been a total disaster, Clark. They're still perched in a spot where they can make a move, but they're going to have to do so pretty quickly.
Now here is Davis. He's coming off a 16-point game against Portland. Gordon, the pass to Q. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Outside Holiday, and again, New Orleans with the triple.
How about this? They're shooting 80% so far. I know it's early, but offensively, they look great.
Celtics trail by 3. Rondo kicks to Wallace. Pass with a screen for Rondo. Kicks it out to Bradley. Humphries against Kaman. Humphries, no good. For New Orleans, their last game, a loss to the Trailblazers.
I thought overall, Kevin, it was mostly the defensive effort that hurt them. Just no energy, no purpose.
Steve, I thought they were late on their rotations. They didn't really communicate well, and as a result, they paid for it.
Here's Bradley. Holiday with the block. Passes it to Q. Outside Holiday. Pass to Q. Kaman, a screen on Bradley. Just 5 to shoot. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
That's why teams emphasize the use of screens and picks just to get you some open looks like that one.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Yes, Kevin, Monty Williams was just going over the plan with his team. He was intent on running the offense through Q. Coach's words lead us to believe they're going to be asking a lot of him today in terms of offense, and I'm sure he's only too happy to oblige. He focused next on what he feels will be their most reliable offensive approach, which is the use of ball screens and the pick and roll. That's a play we should be seeing a lot of. Guys, we'll just have to watch how it plays out here in the first half. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks again, Doris. So it's Boston now. 7-point differential. Their last encounter was in Boston.
Yeah, they really took it on the chin that last time out, and the difference was the turnover differential. When you look at the stat sheet, they were so careless with the ball, and those mistakes were just too much to overcome.
For New Orleans, they've gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Nash kicks to Gordon. To the wing on the left. Q passes to Smith. Makes it off the glass. Smith's got his first points of the game. What about, Clark, what Steve just talked about? How was it possible for them to turn the ball over so much in that game?
Well, I mean, the defense was outstanding. Now, you got to give some credit where credit is due. But they also were a little sloppy at times with the ball.
Here's Douglas after the made shot from Smith. Green kicks to Douglas. Dishes it to Olynyk. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Kelly Olynyk out of Gonzaga, originally from Canada, spent his teens in British Columbia. About a 7-hour drive from the Zags campus in Spokane.
And back to Olynyk, probably the most efficient player in college basketball last season. But Clark, questions lingered about the level of competition in the West Coast Conference.
Well, I think it'll be an adjustment dealing with the NBA size and strength no matter what level of competition you played in college. But I think he'll still have a way of separating himself because he's highly skilled.
Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. And up on your screen now are the most dependable free throw shooters from the point guard position since the All-Star break. And you look at Douglas, the best in the NBA. You put him on the line and it's nearly automatic.
He's the guy you want on the free throw line when it matters. Simple as that.
I think your point guard is your leader, and he sets a tremendous example at the foul line with his composure and consistency.
And the Pelicans with possession here. 6-point lead. The shot's good from Smith.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
I agree, Clark, but it doesn't look like they have the will to do that at this moment.
Here's Douglas after the made shot from Smith. Green gets a screen from Olynyk off his leg, and the ref's whistling a kick ball. Some changes for Boston. Azili comes in for Olynyk, and Jared Sullinger subbed in for Keith Bogans.
Jared Sullinger.
Stolen away. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Throws it down despite the man right in his face. A chance here for a 3-point play.
They've made one basket after another since getting this game started, and you wonder, is the blowout in store?
Too early to say that and go there, Steve, but it has been pretty ugly so far.
For New Orleans, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Well, this season, a new mascot, new team colors, and a brand new state-of-the-art 50,000 square foot practice facility for the Pelicans. It's not just a new paint job, folks. This is a franchise doing some exciting stuff.
Now, here's Green. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, I think that could really set things up well the rest of the game. Pound the ball inside and then let your perimeter players play off your bigs.
Clark, you mentioned the new colors for the Pelicans. No longer the purple, teal, and gold of the Hornets, but blue, gold, and red from the city flag of New Orleans. He looks pretty good.
It does look good. And remember the other connections. I mean, blue is featured on the Louisiana State flag. Gold, Mardi Gras color, of course. You know, and then you think about the connection to the plumage of the brown pelican, which I've studied for years. And then, of course, red. I mean, the red represents... I have no idea what red represents.
Here's Q, shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Q's got 7.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Everybody on the floor is hot. Incredible stuff here in the early stages.
Tell you what, both teams playing downhill. Who's going to blink first?
There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. 9 points for Q. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Pelicans lead by 11. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Coming up Monday, March 17th, the Utah Jazz hit the road for a duel with the Houston Rockets. Live from Houston. Don't miss out.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for New Orleans.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And I think another key will be, can they continue to knock down that moving shot? They've been very good here early.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Boston, the guards, Rajon Rondo and Courtney Lee. Ball is out there with Jared Sullinger. And it's Ezeli in at the 5, roaming the paint. And Davis sends it back. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Holiday is running. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And the defense got away with a major lapse there.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. Boston making some changes. Chris Humphries has checked in for Ezeli. And Bradley's subbed in for Courtney Lee. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. And a chance here to check out the all-time single-season leaders in assists per game. The Utah Jazz's John Stockton, the featured player.
Yeah, and Isaiah Thomas cracking that top 5. This is one of those stats where you have to credit the teammates, too. You got to have shooters and finishers to complete the play. And those two, of course, played on some great NBA teams.
Now here's Rondo. An 11-point game for him in the win against Phoenix.
He was exquisite in that game, Kevin. It wasn't just the scoring, it was the passing, too. And his teammates, you could tell, were just really enjoying playing with him.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Hi, Kev. Well, Q in their last time out against the Trail Blazers delivered quite a performance. He ended up with 38 points, and as he had the typical big game assist-wise, finding open men to come away with a healthy assist total, too. Numbers like that are rare to see by any player in a game he'll always remember.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance, Clark.
It clearly was one of those games that when we look back career, this game will be right there among the best ever that he's played.
Well, he was in the zone from the outset. It was just one of those games where he was feeling it. Everything was going his way, and he attacked, and that's what I like. Once he knew it was his night, he just attacked relentlessly.
And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
Looking now at some of the numbers for Rajon Rondo. In the back half of the season, he's been nothing short of marvelous. He's around 14 points per game, 10 assists, and 6 rebounds. And the numbers are pretty outstanding. I mean, we've come to expect it from him.
Well, he always impresses, Steve, with the work ethic, stamina, consistency. It's what the best players strive for and produce.
That's good. And that's now 7 points for Jrue Holiday.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Gordon's checked in for Q. All right, let's go. There's 53 seconds left here in the second. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop. And the Pelicans lead by 21.
How nice was that alley-oop? Those two really have a good connection.
Yeah, read each other so well. It's a play I'm sure, Clark, they love to run.
And as the receiver, he didn't feel like he had the need to go for the monster finish. Just laying it in, making sure he got the points.
Here's Douglas, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. They get Steve Nash. Celtics have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And their success rate from the stripe this season, about 77%.
And this year, they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
Pelicans leading by 19. Nash left side. The pass to Q. Wallace with the rebound.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Douglas dishes to Lee. Azili deflects the pass. Now Miller, and out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
Here comes Tony Douglas. Three seconds left. He lays it in. Douglas has got his second basket of the night.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basket.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Pelicans on top, leading by 17. And coming up after the break, it'll be Damon Bruce breaking down all the highlights from the first half of play.
Now, presented by Sprint.
From the 2K Sports Studios, welcome. The season is in its final stages. Let's look back at today's action so far. A great team effort by the Pelicans so far. No signs of letting up. They're riding high with this hot streak, and they continue to play well. Q in the first half, amazing. Consistent shooting from the field, making well over 65% of his shots. Not a lot of guys put up a half a basketball like that. For the Celtics, though, in this one, plenty of work still to be done. They'd like to forget that first half. Coach has not been happy with what he's seen out there, and they'll likely come out with major adjustments. Avery Bradley leads them in scoring. He's got 8 points, and he's had some good court vision, helping out in the assist department as well. And that's all there is to it. Thanks so much for spending halftime with me. Now it's time to send you back out at the start of the third quarter.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And we welcome you back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. And there's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for Q. He has 14 points and 9 assists. Some effective offense making passes, and he's also been hitting from deep with the 3-ball.
What a combination that is. Good, smart passing with shooting range. I don't know how you defend that.
Backcourt, Holiday and Gordon. Chris came in out there with Anthony Davis. And it's Q in at the small forward position. That's the Pelicans 5.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Came in a screen. Q passes to Holiday. Got a piece of it. Passes it to Q. 6 to shoot. from 12 feet out. Outside Holiday. From deep. And it's Humphries with the rebound.
I don't mind that shot, though. He's an excellent three-point shooter. He's just showing a lot of confidence there.
I'm right with you there, Steve. I mean, let it flow when you're feeling it.
Q passes to Keenan. Q, he's covered by Rondo. Rebounded by the Celtics. Humphries has got 5 rebounds tonight. Celtics trail by 14.
Story came out about Chris Humphries last year that basketball wasn't his #1 sport as a kid. He was actually one of the best swimmers in the country as a youngster. But basketball's worked out just fine.
Rondo with the steal. He dishes it to Bradley. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And Clark back to Humphries. He still holds the 10 and under record in the 50-meter and the 100-meter freestyle. Steve, I didn't know that.
Wouldn't you like to see Tim Duncan and Humphries swim against each other? You know, Duncan used to swim as well.
Right, yes.
Childhood.
Yes.
So I say we put him in the pool. Let's see who the better man is.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Monty Williams address his team. It's their lack of points in transition that has him mainly concerned. They need to be pushing it, he said, creating more opportunities for easy points in the fast break. The other thing he discussed with them was that they should be forceful with the ball. He said if they see a gap in the defense, they should go straight to the bucket. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. And a fast break now for the Pelicans.
What a smooth finish.
Well, he's certainly one they want on the end of those breaks. He always finishes strong.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Pass to Bradley. Back to Rondo. 6 to shoot. Kaman with the block. Out of bounds. Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. Three on the clock. Here's Rondo. Drains the 19-footer. Rondo's got 7 points in the game.
Boy, you can't run an inbounds play any better than that right there.
Holiday against Rondo. Here's Q. Off target from outside.
He got the shot he wanted off that pick, just couldn't get it to fall.
But, Steve, they'll take that play all day long, 10 times out of 10. That was good action. Maybe that'll ignite them. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geek.
That's what those alley-oops do, though.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And the basket by Gordon.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Knocked away. Hit his foot. And they're saying he kicked the ball. Kaman against Humphries, and that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
You know, guys, looking at the Pelicans over the last 10 and how they compare to the rest of the league. First in assists, first in steals, and they're also #1 in shooting percentage. This is a team that prides itself on taking high-quality shots.
Yeah, the one thing that really jumps out at me when you talk about all these stats, Clark, is the assists. And this is a team that has been very unselfish. They're sharing the ball, they're moving, they're really getting a good flow to their offense. And as a result, they're finding pretty high percentage shots almost every possession.
Miller's checked in for New Orleans. Heinrich comes in for Eric Gordon. Wallace outside. From outside, off the mark. Another shot, and he gets it to go. Humphries has got his second bucket of the game to go.
He's a grinder. Love what he does under the offensive boards, really bringing energy and life to his team.
No good from Q.
That's not an opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Bradley kicks to Wallace. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Pelicans leading by 11. Humphries with the steal. It's Bradley on the wing. He's got 13. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Q. Takes a three. And a great assist by Heinrich as that one goes in. 19 points for Q.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Shoddy defense there. Far too slow to react on the closeout.
How about that now? What a sensational finish.
Oh, got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, you got to rise and levitate.
Suspend yourself.
Yeah, levitate.
And glide. And glide. You got to glide in and reverse it home. So sweet.
There's the bucket. Good. 9 points for Jrue Holiday.
I love what they're doing. Trying to put the hammer down, attacking the basket when they can.
Got a piece of it. All going up court. Good D by Rondo.
Touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going. You know, it always amazes me, guys, when you look at Rondo, who really doesn't have a reliable jump shot. And yet, because of his quickness, he's still able to get into the heart of the defense and get shots at the rim in the paint. You just can't do that if teams are giving you space in the NBA unless you have the elite speed of a Rajon Rondo.
Well, back to Rondo, Steve. How is he able to get in the lane like that, even with the defense sagging back and knowing he's going to do what he's going to do?
Well, he's incredibly clever with the ball. He's quick. He's savvy. And, you know, sometimes when you sag back, it actually gives the offensive player room to accelerate. And so Rondo kind of goes right at you and then gives you that little Ginobili sidestep when he gets to the rim.
Fun player to watch.
Sure is.
Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for New Orleans.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And the other thing, guys, defensively, a great job of closing out and blocking shots.
And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Q guarded by Bradley. Q passes to Davis. That's good. Davis has got 10 points.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
Sure are. That's 3 straight buckets that have come off of assists.
And there's the foul. It's on Q. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
And Boston has possession. Humphries with it. And Kaman picks him up defensively. Lee dishes to Bradley. Shot clock at 6. Douglas for 3, and he gets it to go. 9 points in the game so far.
The defenders need to talk to each other. The communication lacking there on that three-pointer.
Nash the pass to Q. 43 seconds left in the third. Feeds to Kaman, and the layup falls. And the Pelicans lead by 19.
Another good pass, and their offensive execution has been impressive, to say the least.
The last 4 field goals have been assisted. Yeah, passing has kept the defense off balance, but to get assists, you got to make the shot. Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
Well, you don't see him miss that shot very often. When he's open like that, it's usually lights out.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Now here's Lee. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's the 3. Bradley can't get it to go. It's deflected. Douglas with the steal. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Pelicans lead by 19. And we're coming right back. Coming up. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Well, tremendous point guard play, but that's nothing new coming from him. This is what you expect. The gorgeous feed there.
Celtics trail by 19. On the court for the Celtics. Inside it's Sullinger and Humphries. Tony Douglas out there with Lee. And it's Wallace in at the 3 spot. Boston's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lee kicks to Sullinger. 18 feet out. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Well, they'll give him that shot. He doesn't have the most reliable jump shot in the world. We know that.
It's Nash with the drive. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
One of the duties that Steve Nash has undertaken is signing on to oversee the Canadian national basketball team. Really a logical choice for Canada, given all that Nash has done for the sport in that country.
Celtics making a switch here. Rondo's checked in. Sullinger dishes to Douglas. Humphries kicks to Rondo. Back to Humphries. Cannot hit. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Going back to Nash, certainly the greatest basketball player ever out of Canada. And we all realize that. But you told me a story the other day about how you and he went surfing one time.
Well, yeah, in San Diego, we got out in the water. And the first time he ever got on a surfboard, he got up and rode a wave perfectly. So, I mean, you talk about an incredible athlete. Nash just has it all.
New Orleans making a switch here. Holiday's checked in.
Look at the free throw percentage. Unblemished since halftime, Clark. That's pretty nice.
I'd go farther than that, Steve. How about perfect?
Rondo kicks to Douglas. Out to Lee. Lee left side. The basket drops and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Well, he earned that one. Took the hit and still found a way to knock it down.
Yeah, fantastic body control. And the will to get it done. You like that focus. Courtney Lee out of Western Kentucky. You know, last season a mid-level signee by the Celtics. Competes at the defensive end. Offensively, he's a good shooter with his feet set from long range and really kind of likes the corner pocket three-pointers.
Baseline try. Makes it 2 points there from Q. Q's got 27.
That kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight, guys.
Rondo is doubled. And for Courtney Lee, probably his best shots was that three-pointer.
Yeah, I think so. You know, he's a guy who can get out and transition and finish at the rim, but he's got a career three-point average of about 38%. So look for him to be even more aggressive firing away out there.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. So it'll be Courtney Lee shooting. That one on Davis.
Shooting from Austin. Courtney.
That free throw from Lee is good.
Boy, a perfect half at the free throw line for him. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
Yeah, that's keeping them close. It's going to take a full effort here in the second half, but they've got to continue to knock down these free throws.
The feed to Davis. Humphries with the steal. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
What a great play to sacrifice his body and take the hit.
Yeah, I thought that was excellent awareness and anticipation to beat him to the spot there.
Came in a screen on Lee. Pass to Q. Deflects the pass. Right side Rondo. It's blocked.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question. And that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead. Well, it's been all about pace and space with them. Tempo, the fast break points, just a huge advantage.
Yeah, they've been looking to push it all the time and to get that early offense, and they're doing it well.
He feeds it to Lee. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Rondo's got 6 assists here tonight. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, thank you. Monty Williams had some words for his team. He mentioned defensive strategy right away. He wants fewer bodies in the paint and more on the perimeter to contest those perimeter jump shots. Guys, we'll see how Coach's direction pays off as this one winds down. Kevin?
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. That's good. And that's now 6 points for Chris Kaman.
And their field goal percentage continues to climb. They have really shot the ball well here today so far.
Yeah, and it's all about quality shot selection, smart shot selection. They've been very patient on offense.
Rondo passes to Douglas. Nice ball movement by Boston. Releases from 15, and there's Gerald Wallace on the assist by Rondo. Rondo's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Q, covered by Humphries. Q passes to Davis. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
He's been key for this team's offense, the way he's distributed the ball.
Yeah, you know, the offense is just moving through him, Steve, no doubt.
And there's the foul. It's on Q. That's foul number 2 for him. Bradley's checked in for Tony Douglas.
Substitution for the Celtics.
Rondo with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Rondo dishes to Humphries. No good. Nice D from Q.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Kicks it out to Gordon. The dish to Davis. The pass to Q. Davis with a screen on Wallace. Lock at 6. And Holiday, here we go. And he gets it to go.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been a sit-on.
Well, they continue to find the open man and play unselfishly. This is true team basketball we're seeing.
And stolen by Gordon. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Humphries with the steal. They're running. Here's Bradley. Back to Rondo. Humphries with the bucket. Pelicans leading by 21. Here's Q. Here's Davis. And that is good.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
Wow, are they moving the ball right now? They look good.
Rondo with it. Now defended by Q. Poke loose. Humphries kicks to Rondo. Dishes to Wallace. 6 on the shot clock. Passes to Rondo. And it's rejected, but he stays with it. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. New Orleans has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Holiday, the pass to Q. Lets it go from the wing. That's short off the rim.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Rondo against Holiday. Bradley dishes to Rondo. 6 to shoot. Sullinger with a screen for Rondo. Holiday with the block. Q. He's covered by Rondo. No good from Q.
Tough D on the inside.
Put up a roadblock, a construction barrel right there. That's what he brings defensively.
Rondo kicks to Sullinger. Outside Bradley. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Holiday's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's the lob to the hoop. Davis throws it down.
And that puts a cherry on top, so to speak, of what's been a phenomenal showing for them.
All over but the whining now, Steve.
Boston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Rondo off the pick from Sullinger. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
He just picked up his 4th personal foul, and now he's got some foul trouble hanging over his head, guys.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Razili's checked in for Humphries. Olynyk comes in for Jared Sullinger. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Gerald Wallace. And it's Bogan's in for Bradley.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just total obliteration. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Pelicans.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And the effort here tonight, adding to the W column for the season. It'll go down as their 48th win.
Beyond the actual result of this game, I think fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Q. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone on his team on offense.
Tries to keep it alive. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They lead by 24. We've got 33 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Lee's checked in for Boston. From From the line. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Well, as far as jump shots go, that's as high percentage as it gets.
I'm not sure how that didn't go down.
Oh, trying for it. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
15 seconds on the shot clock. 15.
19 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And Green gets it to go.
The defense pretty much helpless there, stopping that layup. I think too much of a mismatch in terms of height.
Hugh, guarded by Green. He's staying back on that one to give himself some room. 31 points for Hugh. Now here's Lee. Poked away. From the top of the key. No good. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. How much to be critical of with this win, Clark?
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play. They showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Anthony, certainly a great win here tonight. What was the key to what this team is doing right now when you guys are playing like this?
Yeah, we just try to play aggressive. And we just did that in the second half. It started in the first quarter when we came out. Our offense was clicking, but most important, our defense was clicking. And then when you do that, it's hard to beat us.
Stay aggressive, Anthony. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, Doris. And, folks, that about concludes our broadcast tonight. For Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching as we leave you with our Jordan Player of the Game, Q.